Hello and welcome to From the Zoom Stand. It's our first episode of the year. We're back online due to all the, new lockdown restrictions in place, and I hope everyone out there is coping. And I hope today we can raise the spirits, raise the mood with some brilliant live music. And on today's show, we're joined by Lisa T. Hello, Lisa. How are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you. Yes, very well. Just sort of doing what you can in lockdown, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's great. So for people who haven't really heard much about your music, just want to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah. So I've always been really interested in music. I actually started off more in the theatre side of things from quite a young age. I was doing shows all up until I was about 18, 19. Then it was about that time when I started to get into more sort of, I suppose, country music and things like that. And it's only been the last, I'd say, 2 or 3 years really that I've been learning the guitar and putting the music behind my singing. So yeah, it's a great journey and I'm really enjoying it, but it's all still fairly new to me really, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things.
Great. Well, I think the best way to introduce everyone to a new artist is with some live music. So what are we going to start with?
I think I'll start with a Patsy Cline cover, Your Cheating Heart. I think I'll start with that one. It's one of my favourite songs of hers, actually, that she does. Yeah. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will pine someday and crave the love you threw away. The time will come when you feel blue. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears fall down like falling rain, you'll toss around calling my name. You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart is gonna tell on you. When tears fall down like falling rain, you'll toss around calling my name. You're gonna walk the floor the very way I do. Your cheating heart is gonna tell on you. Thank you.
Thanks for that first song from Lisa T. So I was wondering, was there anyone in particular or a particular artist that inspired you to get on stage and perform music?
So I guess there's been quite a few over the years. I mean, growing up, I really loved Shania Twain. You know,
Mm.
she's just brilliant. But then as I've got older and I've started listening to more music, you know, before my time, people like Patsy Cline, for example,
Yeah.
Billy Joe Spears, Dolly Parton, obviously. Yeah, I think we're just so lucky that there's just so many
Yeah, it's true.
inspirational people to sort of look up to.
Mm.
So yeah, I think I mean also Beyonce, obviously. I think
Right.
most girls in my era
Mm.
love Beyonce as well. She's just amazing. So yeah, I mean I could go on and on, but yeah, I think the country music just is really what I love, and what I
Yeah.
suppose saying inspires me to actually get up and sing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And is it mainly a cover material that you do, or do you write your own material as well?
Yeah, so up until fairly recently, it was mainly cover songs. I just love singing, really.
Mm.
So I didn't really explore songwriting until I'd say it's about a year ago, really, that I wrote my first song.
Right.
And now it's strange. It's almost like since I've started writing, it just seems to come to me. I don't know about you or
Mm.
about other people what happens, but if I sit down with a notepad and a pen and I try it, if I say, right, I'm going to write a song, it just doesn't happen. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
when I'm out walking, or sometimes when I'm asleep, I'll wake up with like a melody and the lyrics in my head, and I'll have to record it on my phone. You know, I'll have to in the middle of the night and just to remember it and get it sort of down. And then I'll come back to it and I'll start writing. So yeah, songwriting is something that I have got into recently, but up until like I say about a year ago, I really sort of just started cover songs. So I've got quite a lot of songs that I really love performing that are cover songs. I actually I brought out a covers album just before Christmas called She Began to Fly, and it's got quite a few different country songs on there that I really like. So yeah, but I do write my own songs now. It is something that I'm doing and really enjoying. Yeah.
And is there any particular place you draw inspiration from when you're writing?
Do you know, I guess I don't know if it's the same for everyone, but for me, it seems to just be experiences that I've had, you know, and then I feel like songwriting, for what I see it as, it's almost like expressing your feelings, but creatively to a melody. That's kind of how it feels to me. And so I tend to, it just like I say, I don't even sit and try and plan it. Just something comes to me, and then I develop it into a song. And it's funny actually. I know obviously it's not been a long time that I've been doing songwriting, but the experience so far, it's been really strange. I think at first when I started doing songwriting, I felt quite exposed. You know, the idea of when someone listens to a song that you've written, they know exactly how you feel about whatever it is that you're singing about. And it's like one of my musician friends, she said, actually, you know, it's literally like putting your diary on the internet and saying, this is how I feel, everyone, please enjoy. But actually, I've realized now that there's something quite almost empowering about doing that. I think because as a society, we're so conditioned to be so private about our feelings, that when you actually sing it out loud, you know, this is how I feel, this hurt me, or this shaped me as a person. When you just own it, you almost feel a bit, well, for me anyway, I feel a bit invincible, like there's you know, there's nothing left to hide, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
I suppose it's quite like cathartic to get all those emotions out there. And
definitely, yeah. So I'm really enjoying songwriting. It's definitely something I'm going to keep doing. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be great to hear a couple more songs if you would.
Yeah, definitely. So I will do one of my own songs at the end, a song I've just released recently called You Like Me in Red. But for now, I'm going to do a couple of songs that were on my covers album that I mentioned, She Began to Fly. So the first one I'm going to do is, it's called Galway Bay. And well, my dad is Irish, so I grew up with a lot of this kind of music. This is one of my my favourite songs that he used to sing. So this is Galway Bay, and yeah, it is on my my covers album. So yeah. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, maybe at the closing of your day, you can sit and watch the moon rise over Clydach and see the sun go down on Galway Bay, just to see again the ripple of the trout stream, the women in the meadows making hay, or to sit beside a turf fire in the cabin and watch the barefoot Gassons at their play. Oh, the breezes blown over the sea from Ireland, perfumed by the heather as they blow, and the women in the uplands digging pretty speak a language that the strangers do not know. Oh, the strangers came and tried to teach us their way, scorned us just for being who we are. Well, they may as well go chasing after moonbeams or light a penny candle from afar. And if there's going to be a life hereafter, somehow I believe there's going to be, I will ask the gods to let me make my heaven on that dear land across the Irish Sea. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, maybe at the closing of your day, you can sit and watch the moon rise over Clydach and see the sun go down on Galway Bay, and see the sun go down on Galway Bay. Thank you. And the next one I'm going to do is one that I think most people will know. It's called Jolene by Dolly Parton, obviously. Yes. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of man, but I can never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because you can.
Thanks for all that. Another brilliant cover there. I was wondering if you heard the White Stripes version of that song.
Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's got a really like raw and rocky feel to it.
Oh
It's well
really?
worth checking out.
I'll listen. Yeah. What's it called? Sorry.
The White Stripes.
The White Stripes. Okay. Yeah, I'll have a listen.
You know, who did Seven Nation Army and all
Oh,
those songs. Yeah.
right, yes. Yeah. Oh, I'll listen to that. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I was also wondering what have been some of your favourite venues to perform at? I know you can't really do it at the moment, but
No, yeah. So there's quite a few locally to me. So I live in Sandbach at the moment. So there's quite a few locally to me around here that I like. There's the Rookery, the Lower Checker, and then as well as Sandbach, I think you're from Macclesfield area.
yeah,
aren't you?
yeah, Macclesfield,
So
yeah.
you'll probably, well, you will, I'm sure you'll know this place. So the Swan with Two Necks.
Yeah.
So that's, I really love doing open mics there, and I did a gig there last year as well, in August, I think. So yeah, I really like the Swan with Two Necks. And I tend to go to Manchester as well. There's a place called the Lion's Den at Deansgate.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know about it. It's kind of a bit tucked away, but it's a brilliant venue. I really like it there as well. So I'd say they're my probably favourite places. Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier that you recently released a single. What was that like releasing it at this time? I mean, it's a bit shame you can't perform it live anywhere, but
I know. So actually, when I do it as my last song today, that'll be the first time I've actually performed it live, even virtually.
right.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, it was. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, it seems to have been well received, and which is great. So, I mean, off the back of that, I've had an American producer in Nashville get in touch and say that he'd like to do my next single with me, which is kind of
All right.
to get going with finishing that song right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really good, and like you say, I can't wait to just go out and perform it live as soon as we can. Yeah.
So up next, is it another EP? You mentioned the single. Have you got other plans?
Yeah, so I'm currently in the process of getting that song that I just mentioned together. Technology is just amazing, isn't it? That you can do vocals over here in the UK, and then someone in Nashville can do the music. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm hoping that will be ready to release in the next sort of few weeks, really. I don't have a release date or anything yet because we are still getting the song together.
Yeah.
I have got a few songs now that I'd like to get out there, and I've got the vocals and the melody. I've got a good idea of how I want it to sound, and then I just need to sort of team up with people to actually produce that. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be a good year for new original songs from me. Yeah.
And do you have any like virtual performances that you're planning coming up?
I do actually. I've got again, when I released my single "You Liked Me in Red," a different American. I think they're also a production company. They're called High Plateau Productions, and they're in America. And they are doing at the moment virtual live streams all around the world for different people, for different artists. You know, in America, UK, everywhere. So obviously the time differences mean that they're going on sort of throughout the day. So I've actually got a live stream with them next Saturday, the 23rd at 8 o'clock. And so yeah, so that should be good. They're a good. I suppose it's really good what they're doing, trying to give people the chance to do like what we're doing here, like stuff virtually, because at the moment it's hard to just keep motivated really unless you've got
definitely
going on. So yeah, so that's the next thing that I've got coming up after this.
And do you want to remind people where they can find you on social media and where they can get the single and EP?
Yeah, thank you. So my name on everything is Lisa T. So on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, all the music platforms, you can find me under Lisa T. On Instagram, I'm Lisa T Music 01. That's the platform I use the most, but I also do have a Facebook music page, Lisa T Music. So you can find me on all of those. And my new single is on all music platforms, as is my new covers album as well. All of the songs are on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music and everything under Lisa T. Yeah.
Well, it's been great to have you on the show today. So what are you going to play us out with?
Yeah, so I'm going to do one last cover song. It's a Shania one. It's called Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under? And then I'm going to finish with my own song, You Liked Me in Red. So
great.
Well, and try and do Shania justice first, and then I'll Whose bed have your boots been under? Whose heart did you steal, I wonder? This time did it feel like thunder, baby? Whose bed have you been missing? Whose bed did you make your wish in? Is she the one that you've been missing, baby? Whose bed have your boots been under? Don't act so lonely, don't act so blue. I know I'm not the only girl you run to. I know about Marita, your little Spanish flame. I've seen you out with Rita, the redhead down the lane. Whose bed have your boots been under? Whose heart did you steal, I wonder? This time did it feel like thunder, baby? And whose lips have you been kissing? Whose ear did you make your wish in? Is she the one that you've been missing, baby? Whose bed have your boots been under? Heard you've been sneaking around with Jill. What about that weekend with Beverly Hills? And I've seen you walking with long legs, Louise. And you weren't just talking last night with Denise. Whose bed have your boots been Thank you. Okay, so now I will finish with You Liked Me in Red. And hopefully the music will come out okay. Can you hear that okay? You thought I forgot you liked me in red. If I wear red, will you come back to bed? Maybe you'll surrender if you see I remember how you liked me in red. How do I define a love that was never blind? Colors so bright, we turned off the lights, lying in the dark, listening to your heart burst through your chest. Take off my dress. You thought I forgot you liked me in red. If I wear red, will you come back to bed? Maybe you'll surrender if you see I remember how you liked me in red. You liked me in red. How do I conceal something that felt so real, spark so strong, that burns the lifelong? Picnic in the park, feeding you my heart up on a plate for you to regurgitate. You thought I forgot you liked me in red. If I wear red, will you come back to bed? Maybe you'll surrender if you see I remember how you liked me in red. You thought I forgot you liked me in red. If I wear red, will you come back to bed? Maybe you'll surrender if you see I remember how you liked me in red. Thank you.
Great. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Okay, thanks very much for having me. It's been great.
Yeah, so if you want to send it over, just send it over. It's like artistechoes and then at gmail.com.
Okay. Do you send it to me on Facebook? The email?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then it'll go out next Wednesday at 8.
Okay, great. Brilliant. Thank
Yep.
you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that was really good. It's nice to do something musical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you. Thanks, Michael, for having me.
Great. Thanks a lot. Well, see you soon then.
Take care. See you soon. Thank you.
Bye.